Take a look at the calendar. It's Friday. For most people, this is the final bell. The moment they all let out a collective sigh, declare their work done, and start the slow, mental surrender to the weekend. They think the work is over. They believe the effort can stop. They believe that coasting through these last few hours is a reward they've earned. They're packing their bags, closing their laptops, and mentally checking out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. These are the quitters, and this is their biggest mistake. You need to understand the profound, strategic truth about this day. Friday is for finishers, not for quitters. The real power of Friday lies in the fact that it is the one day of the week where your effort gives you an exponential return. While the huge anonymous crowd is giving in to the gravitational pull of leisure, your decision to maintain or even increase your intensity gives you an unbeatable competitive advantage. This is the ultimate test of your discipline. It's easy to work hard on a Monday, fueled by fresh motivation. It takes an unbreakable will to keep that same intensity when the smell of freedom is in the air. Think about it. While everyone else is winding down, you're winding up. While they are thinking about what to watch on TV tonight, you're thinking about how to dominate next week. This is where the gap between good and great is forged. This is where champions are made. The quitter sees Friday as an ending. They see the close of the workday as the finish line, whether the mission is complete or not. They prioritize immediate comfort, the temporary relief of an early start to the weekend, over the long-term, non-negotiable goal. Their reward is a brief pause. Their punishment is the guilt, the lost momentum, and the massive amount of extra work they have to do on Monday to clean up their Friday mess. They trade a lifetime of potential for a single easy afternoon. The finisher, on the other hand, sees Friday as a launch pad. They see these final hours as the most valuable, most sacred time of the entire week. They know that the energy you bring into Friday as final minutes is the momentum you carry into Monday morning. The finisher attacks every remaining task with a singular, ferocious intensity, not just to complete the week's goals, but to pre-build the success of the next week. They do the extra 10% of work that others won't touch. They send that final, crucial email. They organize the plan for Monday morning so that their next week starts not at zero, but at a velocity that is unstoppable. Let me break down what that actually looks like. The quitter leaves their desk a mess, both physically and digitally. They have a dozen browser tabs open with unfinished research. They have unanswered emails sitting in their inbox, creating a breeding ground for Monday morning anxiety. Their to-do list for next week is a vague, unorganized mess. They walk out the door feeling a temporary sense of relief, but deep down, a seed of dread has already been planted for what awaits them in 72 hours. They have essentially mortgaged their future peace of mind for a few hours of premature relaxation. Now, look at the finisher. Their desk is clear. Their inbox is at zero, or at least organized with clear next steps. They've not only completed their tasks for the week, but they've also taken 30 minutes to outline their priorities for Monday. They know exactly what their first 3 actions will be when they start the new week. They walk out the door not with a feeling of escape, but with a feeling of accomplishment and control. They haven't just finished the week, they have already started winning the next one. This isn't about working longer. It's about working smarter and with more intensity, right up to the very end. This commitment is a declaration of war against the complacency of your own mind. It demands that you ignore the exhaustion, silence the whisper of temptation, and focus entirely on execution. The reward for the finisher isn't just a completed task list. The reward is a deeper, more profound confidence that is forged in the fire of doing the hard thing when it's easiest to quit. When you walk away from your work late on Friday, knowing you maintained your peak intensity until the last possible minute, you aren't just leaving a clean desk. You are leaving the field of battle, having secured a decisive victory over your greatest enemy, your own weakness. This builds a powerful feedback loop. Every Friday you finish strong, you reinforce the identity of someone who doesn't cut corners. You prove to yourself that your will is stronger than your fatigue. This self-belief carries over into every other area of your life. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If you can conquer the urge to quit on a Friday afternoon, you can conquer the other challenges that life throws at you. You build a reputation, not just with others, but with yourself, as someone who is reliable, disciplined, and relentless. So, let the quitters run home. Let them start their weekend early. Let them justify their soft choices with cliches like work-life balance, when what they really mean is, I don't have the discipline to finish. Because while they are resting, they are losing their edge. And while you are finishing strong, you are becoming sharper, faster, and utterly relentless. You are creating separation. That gap they create by leaving early, you're filling it with progress. You're using their downtime as your uptime. By the time Monday rolls around, they are struggling to remember where they left off, trying to regain lost momentum. But you? You're already miles ahead, executing a plan you put in place while they were already on their couch. Think of your week like a race. Monday is the starting gun. Everyone is fresh. By Wednesday, the pack starts to thin out. But Friday afternoon? That's the final lap. This is where the race is won or lost. The quitters see the finish line and slow down, thinking they can just cruise across. The finishers see the finish line and they sprint. They dig deeper and find another gear they didn't even know they had. They don't just cross the finish line, they burst through it. So, I have a challenge for you. This Friday, when that 2 p.m. feeling hits, when you hear the siren song of the weekend calling your name, I want you to do one more thing. Send one more email, make one more call, plan one more project, finish one more task. Feel the resistance, acknowledge it, and then push through it. Show yourself what you're made of. Don't just end your week. Finish it. Launch it into the next. Because Friday isn't for quitters. Friday is for finishers. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you win the week. Now go out there and finish strong.